Let me pat my brow. Woo.
That is definitely.
Listen.
It's been a little bit of a challenge
It's
today.
been, ooh wee. What is today?
Today is
It's
the
the-
13th.
It ain't Friday though.
It ain't Friday.
All right.
Thankfully.
All right, here we go. Bang. Let me see. So we got Instagram, we got TikTok, we got Facebook, we got YouTube. Oh my goodness. It's beautiful though, you know?
It is.
Like we said, this is quit for what? So we not gonna quit. We're gonna keep going regardless of what happens. And I mean, that's what we're here to do, is to try to share that.
Yes.
You know, if there's anybody out there who is facing some difficulties in their pursuit of their passion
Right.
and things happen, listen, man,
But it's all a part of the process.
that's it.
It's all a part
That's
of the
it.
process.
Mm-hmm.
There's really no need to get frustrated, even though it can be flustering at times. But
Flustering.
it's not something to harbor
Harbor.
on.
You don't give up.
Nope.
Let's see. And I'm going to check Facebook real quick and see what it's looking like. All right.
Okie dokie.
It's a beautiful
Well, I'm
day.
already on Facebook. Oh, no, wait.
See it? I'm talking about right there.
I was playing that other video we did.
Hey, you know what too? I gotta go back and look. When I went on to TikTok, I started seeing some other quit for whats.
Really? Oh, no, I did too, but it wasn't the same thing.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It's not me.
I know.
That's the point I'm making.
Oh.
It wasn't any before.
Well, there were some before.
No, there wasn't. Not when I started, Count. This has been almost.
Oh, no. But I'm saying recently, like when I would go in and check, there were different things would populate.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let me check this and see.
I don't know.
All right. All right. Oh, this ain't even. Look, I clicked on one from the other day. There we go. All right. Let's make sure this sounds good. All right. Lena Lee is on. Lena Lee is watching.
Lena.
Thanks for joining, Lena. You know what I mean? Today has been a difficult
You
one.
found your way here.
I know, right? What's up, Daryl on TikTok? Thanks for joining.
Hey, Daryl.
You know what I mean?
Daryl on
It's-
TikTok.
It's been some rough beginnings, but we here. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's wild. We gonna let's, you know what? We're gonna touch on that real quick. Or should we go? Let's go ahead and just start.
Let's start.
And then we're gonna touch on
We
it.
could jump in it.
All right.
Yes.
Okay, I think we good. What's up, people? Welcome to Quit for What? I'm your host, Ramon Jamal.
And I'm Kim B.
Kim B is in the building, y'all. So listen, we gonna talk about it. Yeah, we almost 20 minutes behind, right? So before we jumped on, we was talking about what just took place.
Yes.
Hello, young blood. And look, it looked like the TikTok just went out. I don't know what's going on.
Oh,
So there's been some gremlins. There's some gremlins in the studio. And
Little technical difficulties.
right. So it's basically, what we talk about here a lot, right?
Mhm.
You know, things happen, but you don't let that get to you, right? Because Kim, when this happened, I was like, I'm chilling.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go do some things that I need to do. I'm not gonna get flustered, as you said. You know what I mean? We're gonna keep it moving. So,
However,
what?
you were just a little bit.
I mean, that's gonna be
Just a little bit.
Yeah, it's better than a lot of bit.
But you was like, I'm not going to do it.
Yeah,
I'm not going to do it.
that's
I'm
it.
Not going to be calm.
That's okay. So look, whatever you got to do to make it to where it's that way, that you
I
don't.
seen the little minion in you wanting to go.
You silly man. Anyway, so we got our music together.
Yeah.
Because previously, if you were on any other episodes of Quit for What, I had to like keep pushing play on each song. So I'm over here like being a DJ and trying to run the show at the same time. But now I just made a playlist. I downloaded like 30 something songs.
Yeah.
About 2 hours long, and it's on play. It's on just, it's
Yeah.
rolling.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. So that was the first thing.
Okay.
The other thing was, I put a new lens on your camera,
Yes.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And then after that,
And
we
that's
started to
where
go
it
live.
all
Yeah.
happened.
And it's just a lens. Like, come on, that can't cause no issues. It's supposed to make it better quality.
Right.
And then it kept kicking out. Like the video kept kicking
I
out.
don't know what was going
Hey, look, y'all, and I told Kim if it go out while we live, she's just gonna have to come over here. We both gonna be standing in this little box, sharing the mic.
Yeah.
You know, it is what it is, though. So yeah, y'all, let's get to it.
Yes.
Kim,
Let's get to it.
you ready?
I'm ready.
I know you got something for the people, right?
I do.
Okay.
You
All right.
ready?
You ready? You the one
All
got to
right.
give it. You got it. Come on now.
All right. Well, as you all know, we started the word of the day.
Mhm.
But 2 Tuesdays ago,
I guess something like
a
that.
few weeks ago.
Something like
So we're gonna do it again today.
that. Okay.
All right. So the word of the day for today is inclusivity. I was hoping I said that right.
Inclusivity. Inclusivity.
Inclusivity.
Yeah, however you want to say it.
Yeah,
They know what you mean.
inclusivity. Inclusivity is embracing diversity and creating an environment where all voices are heard,
Mhm.
valued, and included in decision-making processes.
Okay.
So I got a little quote and a little action. I call it
Okay.
quote and action. So the quote is diversity is being invited to the party,
Inclusivity.
Inclusivity.
Is that the quote or is that the definition?
No, it's the quote.
It's a quote? Okay.
Yes.
All right.
I'm going to start it over.
My bad. Go ahead.
Diversity is being invited to the party. Inclusivity is being asked to dance. By Verna Myers. Okay, Verna. The action to this is foster a culture of inclusivity within your entrepreneurial endeavors by actively seeking out diverse perspectives, backgrounds, and experiences. Encourage open communication, collaboration, and respect among team members, ensuring that every voice is heard and valued in decision-making processes.
Okay.
Embrace diversity as a strength and leverage the unique talents and perspectives of each individual to drive innovation.
Okay.
Create opportunities for mentorship, networking, leadership development, development that empower individuals from all backgrounds to thrive and contribute to the growth and success of your entrepreneurial ventures. And remember, true inclusivity is not just representation. It is about creating a welcoming and supportive environment where every individual feels a sense of belonging and empowered to reach their full potential.
Okay.
All right.
That's a little long.
It was.
We included it though. It's
But
in
we
here.
did. It's in there. But what we got? We got time.
All
We
right.
got time.
Yeah, but no, that's a good point, Kim. Everyone is welcome. You know what I mean? And it should be encouraged because you got different backgrounds, different perspectives, all the different things that can make whatever you're doing, well-rounded, right? So yeah, so don't block anybody from entering into
right.
what you're doing. Welcome individuals, right?
Yeah.
Until they show you that they're not a good fit.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. I
Yeah.
completely agree. I mean, I think it's important when you're building your team. I think it's important to have different people's different perspectives.
Right.
As long as we're like coming together for the ultimate goal, but the different personalities, the different backgrounds, they all bring something to the table.
Right.
So yes, being open-minded, being open, it definitely can, because you never know. You could be blocking yourself when you do that. You block the things that could be that person can bring value to you or to your company or what you're doing. So yeah, be open-minded.
Right. And we know that there are situations where people will, not let certain people, into their organization
Right.
or business or whatever. But
Right.
that's just the way of the world. But,
Right.
we're trying to encourage, the people that watch Quit for What not to do that.
Yes.
And ourselves, we got to be mindful.
Yeah.
Because it's not just for y'all, right?
Right.
So,
Right.
yeah.
And that's definitely something for me too, is
Right.
just being open to people give ideas all the time. It doesn't mean that you have to do or use every single idea,
Mhm.
but it could be something that you could take away from it and utilize,
Right.
Yeah.
Another thing too that popped in my head is the out of the mouth of babes, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it don't even matter the age either, right?
Right.
So that's another thing that you should be mindful of. Just because someone is way younger or way older doesn't mean that they don't have anything of value to
Absolutely.
add. Right?
Absolutely.
So yeah, that's another.
I always felt like tapping into people from all aspects,
Mhm.
young, old. They old school gonna bring a little bit of, wisdom to it.
Right.
And, everybody got something to bring to the table.
Right. Now listen, I like I said, we got a little behind today, and it's just cool to see. I couldn't pronounce the first name, but we got somebody. I don't know if they're still on, but I think it says is it Navajo Nations, I believe.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So that's what's up. Thank you for joining.
Yes.
If you're not still on, we appreciate you for tapping in for a hot minute. All right.
Who did we have last week? We had another
yeah.
person from.
I forget where
was
it
it
was from.
Pakistan.
Pakistan.
Yeah.
That was
Yes.
cool too. So
yes, that was
greatly,
really nice.
greatly appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
All right. Just know, listen, we gonna do better.
Exactly.
All right.
Yes.
And anytime you try to take it to the next level, there's gonna be hiccups.
There is. Yeah, absolutely. As we can see
Right.
on today.
On today. All right. So listen, let's go ahead and get into this. So I have a list, right?
Yeah.
Of motivational quotes from influential individuals and celebrities.
Mhm.
All right. That can inspire each and every one of us.
Yes.
All right. So we are gonna go ahead and we're gonna jump into these quotes, okay?
Let's get it.
When we first started, we was using this book of quotations that I
Yes.
bought here. Let me grab it real quick, just in case there's somebody new on it that don't know nothing about this. You know what I mean? To throw back,
Right.
go way back, right? This is what we started with, just using this book of positive quotations, right? And we went to a section that was, motivational quotes, right?
Mhm.
Because again, Quit for What is to motivate, educate, and inspire,
inspire.
right? So I was like, look, let's try to pull up some modern day quotes
Yes.
of individuals and see what
Yes.
those be like.
I think the book of quotes was good, but
Yeah.
I started to see when you would read them, some of them were kind of like
Repetitive.
similar. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's kind of good to mix it up a little
Right.
bit.
But it was like worded
Yeah.
differently. It was still fun. We still might
No,
use
it
it.
was still good.
Yeah, we still got 1,000 more pages to go through. So
Yeah.
Lot
Maybe
of-
go to the middle of the book.
a lot of content. We're gonna be all right. All right, y'all. So let's go ahead and start with the first one, which is Dwayne Johnson. You know who Dwayne Johnson is? See, I forgot I sent you the list so you can see it.
Hmm.
Do there anybody out there that's watching know who Dwayne Johnson is?
Also known as.
See, I'm trying to let them tell me if they know. It's
Okay.
all right. No, The Rock, y'all. The Rock, okay? I know he started off in wrestling, I believe, and then now he's an actor.
Yeah, he's
Right?
doing it all.
Yeah.
He's an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
He's doing it all.
All that. All right. So The Rock said, success isn't always about greatness. It's about consistency. Consistent hard work leads to success. Greatness will come.
Yes.
Right? You got anything to say about that one, Kim?
Yeah, I kind of do. So at the very end, it said greatness will come.
Right.
So I think that a lot of people sometimes get hung up on trying to be great now
Mhm.
instead of, because what is greatness? Like, how do we become great? I feel like you become great when you've overcome, your challenges and, knowing that there's possibilities and not, ready to throw in the towel, really standing by the quit for what, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? I think that builds your character and a number of other things. So yes,
You've been through the mud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The blood, sweat, and tears.
That's right.
And then there's your greatness.
There you go. So look, and I'm gonna touch on the part where it says success isn't always about greatness. It's about consistency. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of made me think about how we talk about there's people that might be great at the thing, but they're not passionate about it.
Right.
So they like, you know what I mean? They not going to be as consistent as somebody that's passionate about it. You know what I'm saying? So success isn't always about greatness. It's about consistency, right? So even if you're not that great at something, you be consistent, you're going to, like you said, you're going to end up being great, right? Greatness will come.
Yeah, we talked about that before, about just keep going, you know, as time goes on. And you talked about growth, you know, and if you go back, like, especially if you're doing podcasts, you can actually go back to maybe your first one and see how you gradually grew. Because a lot of people don't see it because they're doing it all the time. But if you go back and you sit down, and I forget who I was listening to. Sarah Roberts, Jake Roberts, I forget. I'm sorry, I don't mean to mess up her name, but Bishop Jakes' daughter.
Okay.
She mentioned about the cupboard. She used the cupboard as, you know, it has all the ingredients in there.
Yeah.
And then she said that sometimes you gotta, you know, stuff that you haven't used in a long time, you pull it forward and maybe you use it or you haven't used it, or maybe you need to go out and clean out stuff that's old and work on bringing in the new. So, and then I kind of look at it the same way with greatness and the success of everything. You know, you're going through your ups and downs, you're cleaning out your cupboard, you know, what's good, what isn't good, what's, you know what I'm saying, what works, what doesn't work, or you're doing a collaboration of things. You know, so yeah.
Cool. Yolanda, thanks for joining on TikTok. Greatly appreciate you. Carolyn, thank you for joining. All right, so let's get to this next one. All right, and everybody know who this is, Oprah Winfrey. Let's see what her quote is. All right, so she says, "You are not your circumstances. You are your possibilities."
Agreed.
Let me read that again. You are not your circumstances. You are your possibilities. All right. So we're going to need some people to chime in on this one. I like it.
I do too.
Right. And it's, you know, it's something, if you really think deeply about it, you know, thinking about people's circumstances, you know, most of the time we're we're born into situations. You know what I'm saying? We're born into environments or whatever it may be, right? But if we can like get that mindset of like what Oprah said, we're not, you know, our circumstances, we're our possibilities, and just think of like what's really possible, right? And we spoke about the Olympics and stuff like that, right? So we see a lot of people that may have had bad circumstances that made it all the way to the Olympics, right?
Yes.
So seeing people go through, or people who have been through different, you know, adversities, obstacles, difficulties, whatever it is, seeing them and they've made it to that point gives hope as well. You know what I'm saying? So that's a possibility, and I think seeing it is a motivational
I
factor.
agree. There was, since you spoke about the Olympics, there was this one, and I don't want to get this wrong, but I'm probably going to get it wrong, but y'all might know what I'm talking about. So there's a young man, he was a bodybuilder, but I think either he had, I don't know if he had like, I forget what it was.
Was it just an ailment or something?
Yeah, he had some kind of ailment. I don't know if it's like multiple sclerosis or but I mean, he was, if you knew he was struggling with something. But let me tell you something, like, dude really put on, like, he did his thing. He was like like he really,
so bodybuilder, so he was like flexing.
Like, and he was a young man, but you can tell that, you know, he probably went through a lot of things dealing with his ailment, but he didn't give up. He fought through it. You could see that. And some people were like, oh my God, this almost brought me to tears.
Right.
Just watching him push through it. And like you could see his determination. And he kept a smile on his face the whole time.
Right. Yeah.
You know, that's so inspiring. Like if he can do it and he just pushed through everything, didn't matter what anybody said, but he made it to the Olympics.
Right. Yeah. Then we talked about the Olympics on I think it was the last show or the show before that.
Mm-hmm.
What comes to my mind is the young man who was doing the racing or whatnot.
Yeah.
And I know that he struggled with depression and anxiety and asthma,
right,
and all that, but he was doing his thing.
Yeah.
So anyway, there's a lot of examples out here that we can look to to speak to what Oprah said.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's a reality.
And another thing too, on top of what she said, you're not your circumstances. And that's to me, it's like building that self-confidence in yourself, finding tools that will help you build, and surrounding yourself by people who can help motivate and inspire you, because you are not your circumstance. Just because you were born into it does not define who you are.
Yeah. That's
you know
it.
what I'm saying?
Yeah. So we got Lena Lee in the building. She just said something here. All right, let me pull this up. All right. So Lena said, I believe Oprah is saying that people get caught up in dwelling on where we come from or are born into.
Yeah.
When you focus so much on where you are at, you could miss the blessings and possibilities that may come your way.
Okay, Lena.
Yeah. So yeah, that's it, y'all.
Yeah, it really
You
is.
know,
I
yeah,
mean,
and that's the thing that I'm saying. Like, look outside of that, your circumstance, but you have to have something to look at, right? As an example, right? So basically, if you're in an environment and all you see is negativity, find a way to look beyond that, look past that. Like Lena said, you're focused on just your situation. Look at somebody that might be around your age or so that made it out of that situation, because there's a lot of examples, right? There's always going to be an example, and it just made me think about the Bible. It's examples, and you can't never say it's not an example of somebody who's been through something that made it out of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then when you are looking for that, and if you have a hobby or a desire or a passion for something, I would look for people that are in my field or in that area, because you're gonna get a lot of inspiration. Not saying that you can't look at anyone else, but you want to, inspired to keep pushing to do the things that you want to do, So it's good to find people in that area to help motivate you. Like I said, get people around you, the people around you. If you got people around you that aren't doing anything, don't want nothing out of life, don't care, all they want to do is sit around and gossip, those aren't the people you want around you to help build you, because they're not going to build you. They're going to pull you down.
That's it.
And then you won't get to do the things that you so desire to do. So yeah, it's worth surrounding yourself by positivity.
Misery loves company. It's
exactly.
True. All right. All right. The next one here, everybody know Michelle Obama. Okay. So Michelle Obama said, failure is a feeling long before it becomes an actual result. Okay. It's vulnerability that breeds true resilience. That first part right there, though, failure is a feeling long before it becomes an actual result. That's mental, right? So you got a feeling of being a failure, or you're going to fail, you're not going to make it. You know what I mean? And she's saying that's a feeling long before it becomes an actual result. So we need to figure out how to remove that feeling.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's vulnerability that breeds true resilience. Now that part.
Yeah. Being vulnerable.
Right.
I feel like a lot of people don't know how to be vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't mean just because you're vulnerable doesn't mean you're weak.
Nah.
At all. And
I look at it like, if I look at it like, okay, I'm blocking things, or I'm trying to, like, you know what I'm saying, not get into situations, but that's what's gonna make you. That's what's gonna build you up. You know what I'm saying?
People spend a lot of time guarding themselves.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Versus just saying, okay, I'm you know, whatever happens, but I'm gonna do it. I'm going for it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, opening yourself up to, and it may not fail, but because you have failure stuck in your head, and you know, you'll be upset with yourself because you'll be like, man, I started to do it and I didn't do it. I hate it I didn't do it.
Yeah.
You know, you don't want no regrets.
Not at all. Not at all.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a good one. That's a deep one. Anybody got something to say about that one? Let us know. All right. We'll always go back to it.
Yes.
That's a good one. I like that.
Yes.
All right. So we got Elon Musk is the next one here. Okay.
Mhm.
And he said, when something is important enough, you do it even if the odds are not in your favor. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So Lena Lee just made a comment here. All right. Yep, that's it, Lena. She said, you're right, Kim. Being vulnerable means you're willing to take the risk.
Yep.
Right. That's right. So you're not trying to guard yourself from it. You're leaning into it, which is gonna make you stronger.
And another thing, I'm gonna add one more thing.
You good?
When you decide to take that risk and you do it, it's almost like a weight off your shoulders.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like,
right.
I don't know why I was holding myself back like that.
Yeah.
You know, regardless of the outcome, you don't
That's
worry
it.
about the outcome. It's the fact that you did it, and now you feel better
Yeah.
because you did it.
Go ahead and get on that roller coaster that you're scared to ride.
Right.
it's gonna put you through it. But as you get down that first hill,
Yeah, you just got to get up it and then down, and then you're good to go.
yeah, then you're gonna be like, man, you can go again.
Right.
Hey, look, now you bragging about I rode that one.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Did you have your hands in the air?
just get it over with. All right, let's get back to Elon Musk. All right, again, he said, when something is important enough, you do it even if the odds are not in your favor.
There's a lot of truth to that. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, it is what it is. We're gonna speak to, you know, whatever comes to our minds, right? For me, even doing this podcasting thing, right? It's important enough to me to be doing this, right? And my thinking at times is, you know, the odds are not in our favor, right? And the reason is we not on here talking nothing ratchet. We not on here talking about drama.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But people that do that get a lot more attention.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They blow up basically, right? But this is important enough that we're gonna keep it going. We're not gonna start doing that just because we know that that's what's getting the attention.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Everything doesn't have to be dramified.
Yeah, dramified.
Yes.
Like that.
Come up with my own.
That's a new word.
It's a new word.
The word of the day is dramified, right?
I was good for making up a word.
Ratchicity. Dramified and ratchicity. No,
Right. You know where we're going with this.
Anyway. So again, when something is important enough, you do it even if the odds are not in your favor.
Right.
Yeah. That's just, like I said, it came to my mind. It is what it is.
No, that was a good one.
Okay. You got anything to say about that one, Kim?
No, but I think
No?
you covered it
Good, okay.
on that one.
Okay. All right. Let's get to this next one here. We got Serena Williams. All right. Serena said, I've grown most not from victories, but setbacks.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, and I think it's the same. To me, it's kind of like the same as, you know, you fall down and you get back up. You know, you dust yourself off. You know, or you got to take 2 steps back to take 3 steps forward. You know, that kind of puts me in that mind frame a little bit. Yeah,
and I know that, you know, there has been, like we talked about the book of positive quotations. There's been quotes. There's been a lot of things that we talk about as far as like going through the mud. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and like Lena just said, you learn from your mistakes. You know, and that's just it seems like it is so simple, really. If you think about it, that's where you learn,
Yeah.
right? It's so simple. But I think that the issue is if you let the mistakes beat you down. That's the issue.
I'm going to use a word we haven't heard in a while.
What's that?
Facts.
Right.
Yes.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that's everything. It's like since we were born, we made mistakes, right?
Yes.
Learning how to walk. We bumped our heads. We scraped our knees. We did all these different things, right? Learning how to ride a bike. We failed. We did all these different, but guess what though? That's how we learn. You know what I'm saying? So why do we think that that's gonna change? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That should be like just a straight law. You know,
Right.
like the law of gravity. You know what I'm saying? You know, you learn from mistakes because you're gonna always make mistakes.
Yeah.
Period.
And if you don't learn from mistakes, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, that's not a good situation.
That's not a good
You
you're
know,
going to keep on bumping your head.
Yep. And it's crazy to think, but there's people that
Yeah,
continue to do the
that's
same
true. Yeah.
thing, even though it, got them into a bad situation.
I think people, when that happens, a lot of people are caught up in not wanting to change or being, what's another word for just stuck in their way?
Yeah.
And being stuck in your own way can cause you not to ever get ahead because
Yeah.
you only feel like, I don't want to change. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. I'm going to stay right here. Like, who moved my cheese? The guy, the one mouse didn't want to leave because he was waiting for the cheese to come back. Well, the cheese never came back.
Right. That's your favorite book. I love it. Who Moved My Cheese is gonna be a part of Quit for What for eternity.
I'm telling you, I mean, that
listen.
book is just amazing. So
Yeah, that's hilarious. We're gonna have to work
I'ma
on
get it
we're gonna
and
have to
bring
work
it
on
in.
that. No, we're gonna have to work on that. We're gonna have to get an affiliate link or something.
Yes.
A Quit for What discount on the book Who Moved My Cheese.
you might be able to do that.
That's what I'm
baby.
saying, right? You heard it here first, folks.
Right.
Nah. All right. So the next one here is LeBron James.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I'm pretty sure y'all probably heard this one from LeBron. But it's nothing is given, everything is earned.
Very true.
You know. Another simple one that I thought about years ago, just thinking about like nothing is free.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's say that it's free, it's still not free. You know why? Because you got to do something to get it.
Yeah.
You got to get up. You got to get in your car. You got to walk. You got to make a call. You got to do something to get it. You got to exert some energy.
Right.
You got to put in some time.
If you got free coming to you while you sitting on the couch, you a bad mama
You
jamma.
was a bad mama jamma.
You bad. Because ain't
And
nothing ever free
look.
came to my couch.
And you ain't got to do nothing. You ain't got to say nothing. You just
Nope.
come. I'm going to just sit here quietly.
Yes.
No.
Wait for my doorbell to ring.
Right. And I'm still not getting up.
Right. They're going to have to figure out how to get it in the house.
So anyway, reality, everything is earned, man.
Right.
All right. So short, sweet, simple.
Yep.
Facts. All right. So now we got Jay-Z, Jigga Man. So this one says, right. This one says, the genius thing we did was we didn't give up.
Absolutely. Just don't give up.
Wow.
Quit for what?
Listen. And you think about the word he used, the genius.
Genius.
The genius thing we did,
Mhm.
right? We didn't give up.
Yes. I like that one.
I know, right? It's simple and it's real, Don't let nothing deter you. Don't let nothing stop you from pursuing whatever it is. Because you always hear like the worst feeling is the regret.
Yeah.
So if you give up, you quit, and you get old and you think back and you're like, man, what if I would have kept going?
Right. And you don't want those regrets.
Don't want that. So Kim, we
A
locked
hard
in.
pill to swallow.
We locked in.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Hey. We gonna turn on these cameras and microphones and we just gonna stand here. We got to. You know what I mean?
You won't let me out.
Quit for what? That's right. You are locked in, Kim. No,
It's-
All right, y'all. Let's get on to the next one. All right, the next one is Kamala Harris, right? And I know I heard people say Kamala. Is it Kamala or Kamala?
I think it's I thought it was Kamala. Kamala Harris.
Not Kamala.
I don't.
Kamala. Kamala.
It might be Kamala.
Right.
I don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
So we know we're talking about Kamala Harris.
Miss Harris.
Yes, Miss Harris. All right. She said, "Our unity is our strength, and our diversity is our power." Right.
Mm-hmm.
Now listen to this, Kim. The wild part about it is this goes along with what you was talking about.
Yeah.
Word of the day.
Inclusivity.
Inclusivity.
I keep saying inclusivity.
That's fine.
I think I'm saying it wrong.
It's all good.
Yeah.
They know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But
I gave you a definition.
right. But our unity is in our unity is our strength, and our diversity is our power. So yeah. So think about, like you said, you got people from all walks of life, different backgrounds, right? Different perspectives, different upbringings, just all these different elements that they are bringing to the table. You know what I'm saying? That's your power.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But being, tightly knit, right? And welcoming to all those different diverse individuals, right? That's your strength. You're strong together, right? So if you start getting rid of the different, perspectives, the different, backgrounds, like all these different things, you're not as strong.
Right.
So
Agreed.
welcome all individuals. Yes.
We welcome you all.
That's it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So keep that in mind, y'all. Don't, what popped in my head too is, don't judge a book by its cover, right? We spoke about, even if it's an age difference, a lot younger or a lot older, don't matter. That person could be the one that give you the thing that's gonna take you to the next level.
Right.
So
yeah, I mean, everybody got a little something to bring.
That's it. That is it. All right. So the next one here is J.K. Rowling, right?
Rowling.
Okay. J.K. Rowling said, "It is impossible to live without failing at something unless you live so cautiously that you might as well not have lived at all, in which case you fail by default." That make me think about the previous quote. Which one was it? Who was it? Let me see here. Hold on a second. It was Michelle Obama, right?
Yes.
Failure is a feeling long before it becomes an actual result. It's vulnerability that breeds true resilience, right? So then let's go back to that one. It is impossible to live without failing at something unless you live so cautiously, right? That's that vulnerable part, that you might as well not have lived at all, in which case you fail by default.
Yeah, it's like, what is life without taking a risk at any point in your life? Because a lot of people be scared to make moves. It's just like how people I'm sorry, I got an itch.
You good.
People are attached to money. So when you're attached to money, you're scared to spend it.
Okay.
So that's just what it made me think of.
Right.
So when you're attached to something, you're scared to do that thing because of and that other quote, it made me think about too. Oh wait, where is it? Oh man, I can't find it.
Look, I was just gonna stand here.
I was like, I know, I just saw it. We were just talking about it.
Right. But there was a Michelle Obama one I was talking about that, it just really ties into that being vulnerable part.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not being so cautious, like you said, taking risks. But what popped in my head when you said that is, people, and it's true though, like a calculated risk. Like we ain't saying it just go out there, what they say, willy nilly.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Right. It's like, think about it. If it's something that, is possible, don't be fearful of attempting
Right.
whatever it is, trying it at least.
Yep.
You
Your
know?
fears can
Yeah.
you can miss out on a whole lot.
That's it. That's it. So Lena Lee just gave us some information here. Okay. She said J.K. Rowling's story is inspirational because she wrote Harry Potter books when she was a single mother on welfare. She decided to send them to publishers, and now she is a millionaire.
Yes.
Right. So Lena, thank you so much for bringing that up. We actually spoke about her a time. I think it was something about people who made it in a older age, right? So we had a list of different people that made it, right?
Yeah.
And I think that she was one of those people, right? Yeah. Lena, if you're still on, let me know if I'm right about that, because I think she was on that list. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. That's what's up.
Yeah, and that just goes to show it doesn't matter what age, like you stated before. You could be young, old, middle age, whatever. It doesn't matter.
It don't matter. That's it. Yep. Keep it going.
Yep.
Keep it going. All right. So the next one here. Now, I believe it's and I know this name, but it's Trevor Noah, right? But I think for some reason I've heard people say Trevor Noah, or maybe I'm tripping.
Noah, it's Noah.
Noah, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe that's what they call him sometimes. But yeah, so this one says, comfort can be your enemy. It can keep you from your purpose. Push yourself beyond.
Yes. Don't get comfortable. You've heard people say, I had to make myself uncomfortable in order for me to become successful. They had to get in an uncomfortable place. And I just was talking about this maybe like a month or so ago about getting uncomfortable. Because when you do get comfortable, you settle. And then you become stagnant and you're not living your purpose, because you're comfortable. Or like the last quote said, you're trying to live so cautiously that you're scared to take a leap of faith.
You
know?
So my thinking is like, why did I just go to like the simplest thing, right? My brain. The simplest thought is you think about getting up for work or whatever it may be. And you're like in the covers and you're sleeping and you're super comfortable. You don't want to get up. You don't want to go. Right? That can really, there's people that can't get up.
Yeah.
Because why? Why can't you get up? Because you're comfortable.
Yeah.
Right? So that even the simplest form of that.
But when it's time to get up, I bet you jump out that
But
bed.
there's some people that don't though. I'm just saying though.
That's me. I'm jumping.
But anyway, we this is on a bigger scale of just being comfortable.
Yeah.
And not taking that risk, right? Not going to that event and being around those people, knowing that you're gonna have to talk to them, right? Knowing that when you go to certain meetings, they're gonna ask you to tell the people around the table your name and what you do and all that stuff. So you got to get over that fear of talking in front of people. And I'm talking about myself, right?
Yeah.
So making yourself uncomfortable, putting yourself in those situations where you might have to do those things, and just like not being fearful of it.
Yeah, and uncomfortable and making yourself uncomfortable is exactly what it said too. It'll push you past your fear. So whatever you're fearing, just do it.
That's it. That roller coaster.
Yeah.
That's
Get
it.
on it.
That's it. All right, y'all. So the next one we got here is Billie. So Billie Eilish said, it's all about finding the balance between being fragile and being fearless. Okay. Finding balance between being fragile, however you want to say it, and being fearless.
Yeah. Fragile makes me think about the vulnerability.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Knowing that something can happen, something will happen.
Right.
Right. But being fearless because something could happen, but you still move forward. You still doing it. Right.
Yes.
Just Kim, what's up?
Hey, Just Kim.
Said I forgot about y'all. It's all good. You,
well, you here now, so
right?
we're glad to see you.
It's all good. All right. So yeah, it's all about finding a balance between being fragile
Right.
and being fearless, right?
I agree.
And that just made me think about, like I said, calculated risks. So you think about, you know what I'm saying, you still got to like kind of try to balance, you know, the different scenarios. Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like I said, we don't want to get into a situation where we know like we gonna harm ourselves or nothing like that. But
I like what you said before.
What's that?
It was like if it makes sense, like after you weighed it out and it's like, okay, well, it could work, but why not try could work versus
yeah, I ain't gonna do
it. Yeah. You know, I'll wait.
yeah, so take that leap, man. For real. Because like I said, the analogy of the roller coaster though, for real, right?
Yeah.
You get on that roller coaster, you get over that first hill, it's on from there, right?
Right.
You good, right?
Yep.
And then look, when you get off that roller coaster, you're gonna start bragging about you rode that roller coaster.
It's funny you said that because as soon as you said that, I thought about how the roller coaster starts. It kind of starts in a fear mode.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Once it gets to that top.
No, you in line trying to talk yourself out of it. First, you got to talk yourself to get in the line, right? Either you gonna make the decision on your own, or it's gonna be other people that's gonna be like, "Come on,"
Yeah.
you know, and even somebody that rode it before, you know. So even this whole conversation, right?
Yeah.
Looking to people that's done it, that's been through it, can help you
Yeah.
to get on that roller coaster, right?
Exactly.
Get over that first hill,
Yep.
and then you're gonna brag about you conquered it when you get off.
Yep.
So just get it over with.
Just do it.
Get it out the way, right?
Get on it.
Right.
That's all you got to do.
Yeah, and then you can help somebody else.
Yep.
You know what I
Somebody
mean?
else who's having that same fear.
Right. That's it. We just went all over the place on that one, but I think it's all right. All right. So the next one is Lewis Hamilton. Okay. This one says, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything.
That is one of the most famous quotes.
I know that's
there.
a famous one. I'm like, hold up, this can't be recently, right? But you know, let's
But
talk
it's a
about
true
it.
quote.
Yeah, you know, you got to stand for something. You can't just be like just a follower of everything.
Yeah. And part of being an entrepreneur is being a leader.
Yeah.
And then even when you're being a leader, it's also knowing when the leader needs to take a step back and
yeah. But again, you know, like we said, you got to stand for something, right? You can't just, you know, let anyone come into your business or organization and just knock you off of your goal or whatever you are trying to accomplish. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep that foundation intact. You know what I mean?
yeah.
But
it's people that get tried quite a bit.
Yeah. But you still have to know to, again, like we talked about, take different things from other people. You know what I mean? So don't be so stern that you don't listen.
Right.
Basically, is what I'm saying, right? So yeah. Just get your core together and don't fall for anything, right?
Don't do it.
All right. Let's get to this next one, all right? This is a good one here. We were talking about the Olympics.
Okay.
Simone Biles is our next quote. All right. And this one says, I'm not the next Usain Bolt or Michael Phelps. I meant to say Phelps. I don't know why I said Phelps. Michael Phelps. I'm the first Simone Biles.
Yes.
Quit playing.
I love that.
Let's read that one again because I messed. I want to read that one again. Okay.
Yes.
I'm not the next Usain Bolt. I said Bolt. Or Michael Phelps. I'm the first Simone Biles. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes.
That one right there just makes me think of like being confident in who you are and being who you are and not trying to be nobody else.
Exactly.
Like we talked about several times.
Just be yourself.
Yeah.
Be who you are. And by you, just like Simone Biles, by her just being who she is why she is where she is today.
That's it. Yeah. And I know, again, we talked about it a lot. Like, be yourself, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody is better than you at being you than you.
Right. Exactly. You're right. That's a good one right there. Yeah. Nobody is better being you but you. And
something else we talked about is, you know, the people that are for us will come.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So just keep being who you are. That's it.
They will come.
Yeah. Because eventually it's going to come out that that's not who you are. And you're going to lose the people that you had got.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's funny you said that because, and I'm not trying to put anybody down, but remember the group back in the day?
Milli Vanilli?
Yes.
No, I guess that is
I didn't know where I was going with that. You know, people loved them at first.
Right.
But then when you found out
that wasn't them.
It was not, man.
Now what they say, the laughing stock or whatever, like
yes. I mean, it's like, why do that? You can come up with your own being. What do they say? Be original.
Yeah.
Yes. Be original.
Mm-hmm.
People love originality.
That's it. Another thing we spoke on is being yourself in every way. You know what I'm saying? People are going to gravitate towards you by how you convey your message, how you speak, you know, your mannerisms. There's so many things that fall into that, right?
Right.
So that's why being yourself, like with all your quirks is a plus.
Yes.
You know? Yeah, Kim, because we be on here just messing up words and names and
murdered the words.
Doing our best. But we just being who we are, you know. But we doing our best though. We doing our best.
We do our best. We be human. And
right.
We're Googlers, okay?
That's it. We're gonna Google it.
We can't say it right. We'll figure it out.
And we use ChatGPT.
Yes.
It is what it is.
Yes.
Right?
We do.
But we still are sticking to the core of what we started this for.
And we utilize the tools that we have.
Right. That's it. That's good one, Kim.
Yes.
That's it. All right, y'all. So this next one is Beyonce. All right. So Beyonce said, if everything was perfect, you would never learn and you would never grow. Okay.
Yeah, I think so. That's very true. If everything was perfect. And that's kind of like if everybody was perfect.
Mm-hmm. Well, I wouldn't say that, you know.
I feel like we'd be walking zombies.
No, I wouldn't say that. Listen, because now this is taking me to the scriptural side of things. Mm-hmm. We're supposed to be perfect though. You know what I'm saying? But I think, you know, that's still an enjoyable life, right? If everything was perfect, we wouldn't have to worry. We wouldn't have to, you know what I'm saying, worry about, you know, what we eat, what we drink, where we gonna live, all these different things. You know what I'm saying? But in the world that we live in now,
right?
Yeah.
You
know, we have to go through these things, right?
Yeah.
So that's the system that we're set up in. But at the same time, in this system, it does build us up to keep moving forward.
Mm-hmm. You gotta have something. You gotta have something to, because I feel like if the world, if it was perfect, sorry y'all, I really just patted my head.
You don't even. You ain't gotta tell them. They see it. They see it.
I just realized I put my hand up there. But yeah, I just lost my train of thought.
Cause see. So we talking about things being perfect, Kim.
Yeah.
And like I said, I mean, that's how things were supposed to be, right? And it's just the way that things are now that we have the issues that we have. So we have to push through. We have to encourage each other.
Yeah,
You dig what I'm saying? It's just because of the world we live in right now. We have to do this stuff. You know what I
But
mean?
here's the thing, like if it was perfect, then how would you know what the fight was about?
It
Like,
wouldn't
the
be a
struggle.
fight. It wouldn't be a struggle.
But,
struggle.
But I guess for me, it's like,
Mm-hmm.
how can I be an inspiration and share how I got to the place where I'm at when there's nothing to share? Because it's already perfect.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. So look, this is a beautiful conversation, y'all. It's a beautiful thing. It can go in so many different ways,
Yes.
right? But again, the situation we in now, yes, we gonna have these issues that we gotta fight through, and we gonna have these stories that we gotta tell because we had to go through these things. But again, if everything was how it was supposed to be, we wouldn't have to do that. It would be so enjoyable. Imagine that. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And that's how it was supposed to. What? You say, like, I don't want it to be perfect.
No.
Look. Kim, like, I don't want it to be perfect. I want to have to talk about the struggles. Nah.
Well, I just kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll just go with
I know that's right. All right, y'all. So we coming close to the end here, y'all. That was an interesting turn
Yes.
right there, but I enjoyed it. Hope y'all did. And we got Lena Lee done said something to us. Okay. All right, let's see what Lena said. I think she done brought up something totally different on the outside of things, but it's cool. Let's go ahead and get this in here. So Lena said the Australian breakdancer is getting so much publicity.
Mm-hmm.
She said she was being herself. Okay, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Did you see that? The Australian breakdancer?
I haven't got to see it yet. I
Man,
didn't know when it was.
All right, so this is what I was
Yeah,
saying.
because I can't watch it all the time.
You probably saw it. You just don't know that it was part of it.
I'm
real.
gonna catch it though, because I know it's gonna be a lot of clips and videos.
Yeah, it already is. I'm saying if I'm gonna show you after the show, you're gonna probably be like, oh, I did see that, because it don't look like she was being herself.
Mm-hmm.
It don't look like she was being serious. Okay, that's what I would say.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but Lena is saying that the young lady said she was being herself, and that's that's cool. If she was really being herself, that's fine. That's good, right? But to me, this is a breakdance competition. And I would say it's the Olympics, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we can even speak about, people talked about who actually got her into this competition. And I still don't feel like it was, I don't feel like it was real, man. It is what it is. Be mad at me. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it was just, I don't know.
I can't give you an argument with that because I didn't
You
see
didn't
it.
see it. I'm going to show you. But, she is getting a lot of attention from doing it, right? So like Lena said, she was being herself, right? So that's a good point, is that even if people are looking at us like they can't be serious, if you are being yourself, it can still get you to a whole nother level.
It made me, you know what that made me think about? You mentioned it earlier.
What's that?
Is that when a person can be good at something, but maybe the passion is probably not on their face,
Right.
but they may be good at it, whatever it is that they're doing. And then maybe she's good at her craft or at breakdancing, but maybe the passion just wasn't there.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't even. You got to see it.
Oh, okay.
You got to see it. But I mean, look.
I try to be a little optimistic.
We are talking about her. We are talking about her. So that's, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's getting the attention, and the fact that she made it that far is again, like Lena said, right? By being herself.
By being yourself.
Right? So people, be yourself. Don't try to be like nobody else, and it can take you far.
Right.
Right?
Yep.
So
Agreed.
she made it somewhere around. I'm not going to be in the Olympics. So we can't, you know what I mean?
She made it
But-
further than me.
Right. But as, somebody that came from, what I'm saying, the hip hop, the breakdancing era, I'm like, come on, man. That's all it is. I'm just like, come on. But
Yeah.
more power to her.
She's not quitting. She
Right.
made it
That's
pretty
it.
far.
That is it. All right, y'all. So listen, we actually are at the end of our show. We started late, but we kept it going, right? And I enjoyed it.
I did too.
Yeah. Kim, you got something for us? on the way out?
I don't have anything, but I think you should hit us off with one more quote.
Oh, you got to do one more. Okay,
Just one more.
I got one for the road.
One for the road.
Like they say, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or they used to say. All right. This one is from Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry said, I've learned that every setback is a setup for a comeback.
Yeah.
And guess what, y'all?
I love it.
I think that's one that we've heard a lot.
Yes.
Right?
But I still love it.
But it's all good because it's true.
Very true.
It's true, right?
Yep.
It's true. I've learned that every setback is a setup for a comeback.
Yes.
All right. So listen, I hope y'all enjoyed today's episode. I would say, because we got actually more quotes here from, some celebrities and whatnot. And I think that next episode, we should probably finish the list.
I think so too.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Might even pick some that we really found that were really good from what we went through, and then hit on the rest of the ones that we have left.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Right? Because we did get off to a rocky start, and I just think this could be good.
That's okay, because next Tuesday's going to be great.
Right.
Everything's
It's just
going to be perfect.
That's it. It's a setup for a comeback.
Yes. And you notice I said perfect.
All right,
all
y'all.
good.
Right. All right, y'all. So again, we greatly appreciate y'all for watching. Everybody who tuned in, if you stayed, we appreciate you. If you jumped off, we still appreciate y'all. Okay, just don't forget Quit for What every Tuesday from 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right. And I'm going to leave y'all with what I always leave y'all with, and that is to do what you got to do to make it happen. Don't give up. Quit for what. Until next time.
Peace.